I was kicked out of Joshua Fluke's private Discord? For what? I was. And this is the video about Discords. This video is for you if you're trying to build a community during the pandemic. If you want to create a group for your study session, your D&D campaign, or perhaps a fan base or a email list server of sorts for people who are following you because you provide educational or entertainment content. In the beginning, I'm going to create an entirely new server from scratch and then implement community standards so that you can build out a thriving place for people to talk to each other and build from each other. But I'm also going to then at the end of the video show off a very well-established Discord, the 66 Days of Data Discord that Kenji and I created, and hopefully show a little bit more about exactly how to build out the fine elements of a thriving community.
I am getting kicked out of Joshua Fluke's private Discord?
I am actually getting kicked out. So this is a message I just got. It says, you were warned in Grindreel. The Grindreel is the name of Joshua Fluke, another YouTuber's space. He says, your custom status message is in violation of our rule against self-promotion. Please make the necessary amendments to remedy this situation within 1 hour when we revisit this issue and seek a more direct remedy. Oh God, what could I have done to have deserved this? Well, let's just look at my status. Data, science, and corgis with a bit.ly link. Where does this bit.ly link even go? Oh, it goes to my channel. Okay, good. At least it goes somewhere. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why people create these Discord communities, why I have one and why you should join, and how exactly you should smash the like button and the subscribe button if you're new. Discord is a platform that allows you to create channels, basically little forums where you are able to talk to people like your fan base, like your subscribers. It's how I'm able to create private discussions on Patreon for my patrons, and how you can start building a platform just like an email newsletter, except it works so much smoother and it's a little bit easier to build in habits. You want to be able to start creating a relationship with your viewer so that people understand that you are going to be, pinging the community when you have a new deal, like on a course that you're trying to sell or a new upload on a special video that you want them to see. The first thing you know about Discord is that you can help your performance of your videos in the first 30 seconds. The first 30 seconds of how a video is uploaded on YouTube and starts accruing views and impressions is really important, and getting a little boost to that number can be really helpful, especially if your normal subscriber has their bell turned off so they don't see notifications when you upload and you don't have a regular upload schedule. So if you don't want to get a regular upload schedule and help your subscribers know when you're about to upload, then having a ping on the Discord server can be really helpful. Here's how to create a Discord server, your brand new one for you. I'll show you step by step how to build a server, the kind of ways that I build out my server, and exactly what you can learn from this video in just as short of time as it takes to brush your teeth. You don't brush your teeth for 10 minutes? Weirdo. So first things first, you have to build a server. So let's build an entirely new server. You can make it about gaming, friends, study group, or you can do a completely custom one. Let's create my own. We can upload a server, and it's going to be automatically named whatever your name is on Discord. And if you needed to install Discord, I have a link down below. Create that server, and now you suddenly have your first server. That's great. The first thing you should consider is creating a rules section, or an FAQ. An FAQ or a rules channel will be automatically populated on your server, depending on what kind of server you've created. For this one, I created it custom, so I don't have a rules server to start off with. But I could start to create a channel, and then create a text channel called rules. Okay, this is the rules channel. I'm going to copy and paste that message from my own rules server, and now I'm going to pin it. So I'm going to click the 3 dots over here, and then I'm going to pin message. Oh yeah, pin it. Pin it good. So now that is going to be one of the best ways that I can now keep track of what people should have their expectations be about. The next thing you'll notice is that you can drag this channel to a category of channels. So we can put it underneath this category, and then we can edit the name. Let's call it If You're New Here. And then you'll notice that this is going to be reflected right here, or you can press the green button down below to save. The second thing you should do is to create that sense of bonding by creating an introductions channel. Create a new channel by pressing this plus button underneath the category and then calling it introductions. Start with yourself. My name is Andrew and I am a cool cat. I cannot spell. And then you could start editing the channel description to introduce yourselves when you're here. Save those changes, and there you go. You've gotten a pretty darn good Discord server set up. The next step is to start an announcement channel. This will allow you to announce specific uploads of videos or raffles or sponsorships that you want to be able to tell your newsletter about. Just be careful not to be too spammy, because then you're going to make it a bad feel to join your Discord and see all of these spammy messages. You'll notice that when you try to create a channel, that the announcement channel is not one of the options. And this is a pretty obfuscated part of creating a Discord channel for your community. So the first thing you should do is to consider changing your server into a community-based server. First thing you need to do is go right click on the server, then go to server settings, and then all the way down to community settings. Yeah. And then it says, are you building a community? Convert your server to a community server to access additional administrative tools that can better help you moderate, run, and grow your server. Don't be afraid about the fine text unless you want to really go ahead and understand exactly what the difference is between a community versus a non-community server. Get started. Safety checks, verified email required. Scanned media content from all members. Next. Create one for me. Rules or guidelines channel. See, this is the one that I've already created, so that I can say that this is the rules channel here. And then it says community updates channel. And now I don't have that one yet, so you can create one for me. Next. All right, one last step. You're almost there. Here are some suggestions to help create a better experience to your members. Default notifications to mentions only. That sounds good, because then you'll be able to not bother everyone inside, and then remove our moderation permissions from @everyone. Great. This is helpful because you don't want new people to come in and spam your Discord, although that hasn't happened on mine yet. I agree and understand, and then we're done. You can always disable the community if for some reason you don't like the features inside. But now what we notice here is that we have our rules channel, which has a little book on it now, and we have our moderator only channel up here. What we can do now is create a channel, go to announcement, and now we can call this new video uploads. Easy peasy. Once you get a larger community, you can start assigning roles to people, like Patreon specific perks to access locked channels such as this one. You can also assign moderator roles to people so that they can help you create a better community by moderating what could happen. You can also start creating bots that can kick people out, just like Joshua Fluke's bot. To give you a little more context, I haven't changed my status for the last couple of months, and I've been part of Joshua Fluke's Grind Reel Discord for at least a couple months. And it seems like he might have just implemented the bot, or maybe the bot just picked up that my status includes a link to my YouTube channel, because it certainly seems like I'm about to get kicked out. And, you know, it hasn't been an hour yet, but let's actually see how long it takes. How much longer is there? 3:55. In 25 minutes, this Dino bot is about to revisit this issue and seek a more direct remedy. Well, I'm not going to change my status. I don't think it hurts anybody, especially since it's been there for months. It's just once again, data science and corgis with a bit.ly link to my YouTube channel. In fact, I don't really communicate with anybody on the Grind Reel. You can notice that there's 40 notifications here. That's my bad, but at the same time, it's not a big loss of me to get kicked out of the server. So good on you, Joshua. This is not to start beef with you, but I'm not going to change myself. I'm perfect just the way I am. So, like I promised, here is the end of the video, and the 66 days of data Discord is something that I want to show off. You notice that there are similar things in the categories such as important, about, rules, announcements, introductions, general. We imagine that this probably spreads thin the amount of attention span people can have from topic to topic. I mean, it looks like there's new threads popping up every single day, tips to success, video sharing, events. It's a lot, but the most important part is that you allow your community to have as many avenues as possible to talk through their questions or their answers or their supporting of each other. If you can start creating habits like ways to have your community talk to each other, or specific trivia questions of the day, or ways to give merit badges or specific flair or roles to people who give a lot of participation to your community, then you can suddenly start having a much more thriving community than a couple of the other ones that are just a little bit more dead and a little bit more about more or less just showing off a email listserv. There's nothing wrong if your Discord ends up being an email listserv, but it provides a little more value if naturally the people on the Discord want to talk to each other. Hope you enjoyed that video. Today's trivia question is going to be how do you interpret the coefficients of a logistic regression model? Leave your answer down below. I'm going to collect a couple of the right answers and then select a person that will get a free consultation from me, either data science or personal finance or something else. If you wanted your brand to be sponsored in this video, then go ahead and tag me, Andrew Mo Money, on your Instagram story and you can win a chance, a pretty good chance. If you're curious how to support your local Andrew from Data Leap, then go ahead and go into the description below to get 4 free stocks in the month of December. This is really going away in the next few weeks from Webull, or to go and get 2 free audiobooks from Audible. Either of those 2 links is going to help a ton, but we also have Robinhood and SoFi down below as well. Final request, and this is a new one. If you end up buying anything on Amazon, then start off your Amazon session with one of the links down below, because Amazon counts anything you buy, not just the things that I've linked down below, as part of the affiliate program. So it helps me out and it costs you literally nothing. I spent enough time with you guys. Hopefully you learned a couple of things about Discord and creating a community. This is just as good as starting an email server nowadays, but in the grand space of the 21st century. So if you enjoyed that, like this video, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in the next one. For now, but not for forever, peace. How do you create announcement channels? I still don't understand.